airlines that I would probably fly.
I like that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome next episode of Theta Thursdays. Today we have two very amazing guests, Jay and Mad Cows, as well as Syndic, who's finally back after never fucking showing up ever, and of course Greg and Don, which is another fantastic. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How about yourself?
I am tired as shit.
I have a head cold and I think I'm gonna get high.
Oh, I already ate my ritual edible for this episode.
You mean your sandwich? You ate your sandwich.
Yes.
We still don't
You're
have the production budget to get everyone webcams, apart from Mifune.
Oh,
I
it's
had
because
to
I refuse to be on a camera.
Yeah,
I
me
have to.
too.
Our requirement is one person on camera. So
Work. I had to do it for work, and I talked him down to only when I'm directly presenting. But I made a big fucking deal about it. I was like, no, well, like my computer's in my office, and you motherfuckers don't belong in my office. Like I don't want you in here. Bringing down my energy.
and we tried to get Greg's camera to work, but it did not cooperate. So we decided to go for the picture staring into your soul. That's
Well,
even
We'll
more
work on it
appropriate.
for next time.
We'll eventually get it to work. Eventually.
Where did you get the mad meows? Did you just make that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that from Greg.
Oh, can I pick my picture?
Yeah,
Cat
I've
picture?
been.
Yeah, pick
I
your
was a cat for
picture.
like 3 months.
Wait, it's got to be a cat picture. I don't want a cat
Yeah.
picture.
No, it's cats.
You don't
Nah,
have
I'm
to be a
good.
cat.
I'm
Or
good.
your IRL picture.
Nah, I'm good.
You need to choose your persona, Syndic.
I'll stick with the fucking mohawk and aviators. That's a pretty badass look.
You look like you would fit right in with Top Gun.
Yeah, that's,
87, ace pilot, kind of a
It's-
douche.
Did you also watch the extended trailer that got released for Top Gun 2? Because, man, I'm excited but apprehensive.
Didn't they stop
gonna be a
production on
problem.
that because of everything that's going on with the pandemic?
I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, it's Tom Cruise, so probably not. He probably just calls down some or purges Thetans and has the Thetans, box the COVIDs out.
It's a finished film, as far as I know, and it's their
It looked-
theatrical
There's
release.
quite a
Yeah,
few
look-
films like that.
Is it?
It was like a 7-minute preview. It's actually pretty good. Like, but watching the preview, I was like, "Oh, you're going so hard on fan service." Like, fucking Goose's kid is in the movie, and the motherfucker's name is motherfucker's name. His call sign is
Is his-
Rooster. Come on, like Jesus Christ.
Is it like,
His name.
is it Ballard? That'd be funny.
It won't let me post a picture, but I was gonna say you could use this picture because it looks like me.
Which one is it? Send it to me.
Oh my god. It is. It's
where is
perfectly legit and fine. So here, I'll send it to you.
Wait, yeah, man, Cows, just send it to me.
He's got clothes on. I don't know if that's
Oh,
if
yeah,
Tommy
I
is
mean-
inappropriate, but
I need to save that. I need to have that picture of that one goon's dick handy, so anytime someone's like expecting a picture like this, I can just bomb them with the Chlorian dick.
No, you spam them with the Chlorian's OnlyFans link. You can't. You could send the dick pic, but you also
I
gotta
didn't
send.
sign. No. I did not sign a content distribution agreement when he sent me that picture. Fuck him. He doesn't get the OnlyFans view. I have artistic rights over that photo now.
Well, you
I
start your
will-
own OnlyFans based on DeClorian's fucking thiefed content.
I still need to set up
You
an
can get away
Only
with
Cows account.
An only
an
cows.
only cows.
Man, it's just picture of cows.
Would it just be pictures of cows?
Dude, John.
Would you just if you like what you have to like grow that account to make this joke work? Like it's really the long play, but like you just post pictures of cows, but then every now and then like some girl who offended you in the 4th grade and then got really fat, like you just slip it in, so it's like 2,000 pictures of cows, and then just like, yeah, fuck you, Teresa.
There's a lot of cow names in Eve. I was gonna get
Ultra
them to
Cow.
also make accounts.
What was there's another cow. So the Ultra Cow, Mad Cow. Then there's this like really famous old cow one. Which one is it? Cow
Cow Warrior?
Warrior? Yeah, Cow Warrior.
Oh, dude, Cow Warrior was the tits.
I don't know who
Cow
this
Warrior.
player is. Can you guys
He did the Zungen thing, basically, like
dropping Titans and forgetting about them?
no. Just like I think Cow. He was pre-input broadcasting ban, so he
quit
was
input broadcasting.
yeah, he would just do fucking like he'd fucking fly around like 22 Ishtars in like a point Arazu or some shit.
Plus, I'm pretty sure Gigax is Serbian for cow.
Oh, please don't bring up Serbia.
I know one. I know one person we can get a definitive answer on this from.
Oh God. No, I've already like removed
Are your ovaries already inflamed? Oh, fuck that guy.
So we do actually have some structured questions today, which is a shocker, to help guide the conversation. But first, is there anything like that happened in Eve this week that like stuck out to you guys, or that you like, have an interesting take on?
I actually
pretty
logged
boring.
in. Yeah, I actually logged in, and I was gonna fly my bagel horn around, and they were like setting a thing up, and a dude had like a whole gang of Feroxes formed up, like enough to fight these people. And I accidentally warped to the gate instead of the Citadel, and then ended up, well, not brawling because I had tachyon, so I just didn't hit anything, but like living for a solid 4 minutes, and that dude didn't do a fucking thing. So I'm still a little salty about that. And that's the end of my Eve experiences for the past 3.5
you fed a
weeks.
Balgord.
Oh yeah, I died. I fucking died. I died.
At least it wasn't the
100% died.
Paladin.
Oh god, dude, I mean, the only redeeming thing about that death is that I had been calling it for like 4 years how it was gonna die.
So
Jay, you heard about that, right?
It was I think it was Ferox's reminds me of yesterday. There was a dude from, it wasn't PLA, but it was a non-English speaker who accidentally got his Titan warped off the 1DQ Keepstar yesterday.
I don't need to talk about
and he was,
that.
Hold on, and he was dread bombed. Did the Titan die? Yes. But we formed a response fleet and started murdering the dreads along with it. And the dreads were dropping like, we killed like 2 out of the 10 dreads.
Yeah, that's not dropping like flies. I'm glad you backed down from that because I would have called you out.
Yeah, but Pappy started getting scared, I guess, and they started flash forming, and they flash formed Feroxes to go against a Serb fleet. And that's what confused me out of that whole mess yesterday. Why would you form Ferox fleet to go against Serb fleet? That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a pretty shit decision. Hey, at least
It may have been all that they were allowed to take out.
That's what I was thinking. Is whoever was around only had the keys to the Feroxes, but at least they remembered to siege before they locked.
Mifune, before the show, you were mentioning something about a memorial.
Yes, so actually, this is new, and I'll shove this up on the screen here in a second. But the CCP announced a memorial for
M2.
the M2 battle. Sorry, I'm also trying to get the asset ready because production quality is fantastic around here.
Once again, we get paid so much. So high production values. No, so CCP announced, I believe, last night or this morning that they are working on their design for the M2 memorial, and Mifune is going to put up the picture of what it looks like.
Which one? What which specific event are they memorializing?
The first one.
Like the
first fight.
The armor.
The very first one.
It's for
where,
the big Titan clash, yeah.
The one where all the Titans got stuck.
No. Yeah, well, I guess when they didn't leave.
The dev blog is very interesting to read because it's like, hey, this massive fight happened, and then question mark, and then they got out. It doesn't mention the
No, put it
second
back up
fight
the way
at
it
all.
was. We can't see
You want to
it.
full screen it? Okay.
Yes.
I can.
They
full
say-
screen it.
we can start a protest and go start shooting civilian Gatling autocannons at it if you want.
So this is
Their
the,
news thing also said like it was an interceptor pilot, but it was
Yeah.
really an Ibis.
So there was there was a gang of
That
interceptors. if I
does-
remember.
somebody in chat.
It was really an Ibis that paused that thing first.
Why?
That's pretty cool.
I like it. I think it's really cool. There's a note on the dev blog. If I could find it.
Oh my god, I had the stream because I was pulling up the picture and I didn't realize the volume was on and I threw myself for a loop. But some dude in chat said, "Hey, that looks like my girlfriend's birth control," and it really
So-
does look like a fucking Nuva ring.
This quote is a note from the person who designed this monument, and he said the initial concept was very clear in his mind: a diorama inside a semicircle with ships ready for the battle on its two opposite sides, and a banner in the middle bearing the records of all the players involved in the fight. I wanted something.
Our names are going to be on that?
What? I don't
Or-
know. This is just a note from the designer of the
That'd be
thing.
pretty cool. They had everyone in local on it.
I wanted something majestic and imposing to represent the epic scale of the battle. I was greatly inspired by the architectural rhythm of I'm gonna butcher this. Hallgrimskirkja. I can't pronounce it. It's Icelandic things.
Vaginas.
For the main structure. My team suggested implementing the shape of a keepstar in the design. From that point, I tried to include that shape as a single piece or a pattern in multiple ways. Once I found a solid shape for the main structure, I tried to merge it with some of the other previous experiments where I had used the shape of the keepstar as a base until I ended up with a semicircular monument with the shape of a keepstar inside of it.
If you keep talking to me like that, I'll have something solid we can experiment with your base. God damn it!
So is it
That was so
is it going to have the
rambling.
names written on it? Like, how big
I
is this thing
don't-
going to be?
I don't know.
Is it going to be directly under the Keepstar? Is that where we're going to put it? Or are they going to move our Keepstar over to put it there?
I don't think that's known. I do know though.
Usually they don't put monuments in the system where. Well, actually, you know what? It's like kind of a
BTEC-R is in
toss-up.
BTEC-R.
Yeah, but there's a couple that are in like fucking Jita.
Yeah.
Like I think
So,
O2O might be in Jita or something.
So I do know that CCP Aurora said that more finer details will be coming out like next week and stuff, like when it's actually going to be placed and stuff like that. So I guess we'll have to find out then, like what.
Oh, dude, what if they? You know what would be incredible is if they put it under the Keepstar, and then like 2 months from now, somebody from that fight accidentally logs their Titan in, bumps off of that thing, can't jump out, and then gets killed.
You'd be really bad though if they're like, "Hey, we need to put this structure down here. We're gonna move these bubbles." And
I also have another image to show. It's a rendered image of what it will look like in space. It's not necessarily a 3D model, but it is a promotional image.
What the fuck? If this is a different image, what the fuck were you showing us before?
That was the 3D. That was a model. That was a render of the 3D model of it.
So which
And what are you
CCP guy
showing?
designed this, Mifune?
What?
fuck, if we know
CCP
someone on the
guy
art team.
designed it.
Yeah, CCP. A CCP guy designed it. As far as I know.
No,
We
he
don't
said
know the name.
which one. We fucking
which
know
one? I don't
somebody
know.
from CCP
I
designed
don't know.
it.
I don't know which one. It just
I didn't.
says
I
somebody
wasn't
designed it.
confused. I didn't think you fucking designed it.
CCP
Let's see.
deodorant designed it.
Oh my god.
It'll also have the names of all the Serbs lost in the conflict.
Oh god. So oh yeah, we'll get that up. I like the comments in chat saying it's gonna be a permanent fixture for when Pappy got fucked. No
So-
matter what. It'll
That's
be
pretty
up there.
cool.
Yeah, but once this is all
This is
over,
the,
it's kind of a shit system.
pretty
Like
big.
nobody's gonna. Yeah,
This is the picture rendered.
Yeah, constant, but,
BTEC-R.
yeah,
What
exactly.
is
Sorry,
Sorry.
it looks like that.
I mean, everyone know we're good.
When was the last time you just rolled through BTEC-R on your way somewhere?
I finally went there for the first time. End of
Exactly.
last year.
That's exactly what's
And
gonna
that was
happen.
because I
Too.
got filamented there, and that's the only reason why. So I had to go look at the monuments. I was like, okay, I'm already here, so let's go take a look. And then
I
because
think when I was bored one night, I think it was like a Saturday night, I was hanging with a couple of friends on FaceTime, and I got bored, and I literally went to like all the different monuments, like the center of the Eve universe or whatever one, where the initial
the Eve Gate.
Yeah. I went to see the Eve Gate. I went to beat Ashar. That's like the last time I've been in those systems.
I think we
It does bring up a funny point. Like, newbies are gonna come see this monument, and if goons still control Delve, they're gonna get massively killed.
Can we just go
there's
back
gonna
to
be
like
there's gonna be 4 dudes in Rorquals and one. Like if there's not this war still going on, it's gonna be like 4 dudes in Rorquals and an ice belt or some shit.
No, and I was gonna say like in classic Delvin Goon fashion, we'll drop on them with like 12 smart bombing Titans.
Titans dropping on newbies on a.
I'd be like, I'm just here to see the monument.
we dropped on you a lot
monument.
originally, Bad Cows.
You guys dropped on a couple Mine Hunters with like things that we couldn't kill.
Oh no!
Night Hunters.
Oh darn!
Which kind of brings me to a question with Israd. How is Israd and your unique culture fitting in with Goonswarm?
It's good. Most of us do main fleet because Israd is the greatest.
Yep,
The greatest corporation in Eve. I'm sorry, worst corporation in Eve.
You'll pretty much do Eve or Black Ops. That's it.
To be fair, most of Israel is more goony than most of Goonswarm.
You should see our
There's a strong focus on posting and the quality of your posting.
Never not post. Always be posting.
Is that why you guys get banned from Discords as fast as possible? Is this like
It's not my fault that people do not want to give me the color green. I just want to be green. That's all.
You want what?
I've been banned by at least 100 Discords trying to get the color green for my name.
Oh,
we give green in ours.
Like, I have a folder that says gave me green, and once they give me it, just throw it in there.
I'm green, dabba doo, dabba die, dabba dee.
In fact, I think I made my color green for Twitch. Let me check.
We were
earlier
today.
I've got a fucking monocle.
No, where's that meme from Infinity War? Get this man a green.
In a Theta Discord, we give out colors. There's only like 2 or 3. Actually, even when the color is supposed to be just for mods because it's purple, someone else gave somebody purple, and I was pretty pissed, but I wasn't gonna go fucking fight.
Yeah, we also make them wear armbands so they're easily recognizable. So
oh my god, Syndic!
Into the society.
Speaking of giveaways, we have a contest this week, Mifune. Did you want to put the contest picture up so we can?
Here,
we have a contest.
I'll shove it up. Greg has a contest for a bunch of actors. And,
oh really?
And whoever is the first person to name all of the actors in the photo, then that person wins 100 million ISK.
Oh.
Well, I have face blindness, so I can't play. Thank you for discouraging me.
Fucking face blindness.
You can guess.
I will not stand for this contest. This contest sounds ableist to me. It motherfucker's got face blindness. It's completely unfair.
Discriminating against cows.
It's classic textbook ableism.
Here goes the photo. I'll leave it up for a bit until someone can name all of the actors in the photo. And if you do, Greg, give me.
I know one of them. I know one.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Hey, Greg, by the way, you're fucking old, bro.
Yeah. I think I can name 2.
Thanks, buddy.
John Candy and Robin Williams.
Don't be ruining it.
I was gonna say
contest for our viewers, not for you guys.
Oh, I thought.
I don't know who any of those people are.
I thought it was the reverse of that.
Most of us were not even a twinkle in someone's eye in the 70s. So.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at those colors.
The person who's gonna win is just the first person who remembers that the snipping tool and Google reverse image search exist.
Anyways, they were all.
Well, they'll
give me
have
the
to figure
hints.
it out.
They were all characters. They were all cast members on Second City Television.
Oh yeah, that's a great fucking hint because I know what Second City Television is, so that gives me a good.
SCTV.
So while
Is
they're
this a bunch
working,
of Canadian shit?
probably.
It was on. It was a network in the United States. It was on NBC in the United States.
Now, while they're looking at that picture, I guess I want to ask Jay and Matt Cows, Cindy, give them around as much, which you're welcome to answer. How have you felt this past month has gone in the war? And how
for
involved
us
have you
for
been?
Test?
Either side, whatever you want to, whichever way you want to answer.
Yeah, tell me a story, Daddy. I don't care the perspective.
Well, I don't know about Test, but I've been having loads of fun. Like all these new fleets, I'm seeing a lot of baby-faced FCs stepping up, doing great Ferox fleets. Serb fleets are pretty fun. Most of the fleets I've been on Test is just getting absolutely dumpstered in the U.S. time zone. But that is also inside Delve.
I mean,
you're mostly doing stuff in and around Delve, right? You haven't ventured too far away yet.
I try not to leave Delve.
As someone who has no idea what has happened in the last 2 months, but has gone through 3 wars with Test, that sounds pretty par for the course.
I mean, you know about M2 and all that, right? You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
I was in the first M2.
The second one, it was so boring for the Titan pilots because we're all just sitting down at the bottom like, hello, do we get to shoot anything too?
Oh, I haven't seen the Skybreaker thing. That's a recent thing they just put out, right? I've kind of had a head cold for last week, so I've been kind of off.
The fuck is Skybreaker?
It's the Ending ship.
It's the what?
The Edencomms.
Did it actually perform well?
What does it do?
It shoots to keep Star Doomsday, basically.
Well, it kind of shoots like an AoE, like chain lightning from.
Oh, okay. But so is this a module you put on a Citadel, or is it just an anchorable structure?
It's
this is a ship, and that's its gun.
Gotcha. So that's gonna be they're gonna fuck the math up. Classic CCP. Yeah,
it's already pathetic. Like Kumi shot me with his.
It's pathetic, not massively overpowered. I thought they were going with chain lightning. I thought they were gonna fuck something up where things get exponential and then you start one-shotting things because that's classic CCP.
No, so Kumi got in the cruiser, which I think is the Stormbreaker or whatever, right? And he shot my cruiser with it, and it did 40 damage.
Yeah, the damage isn't very good, moving. But with Eve, even Rifters at numbers of 1,000 can be stupid.
Unironically, clogging their guns with Rifters is a thing. It is a proven strategy.
I feel
I don't think it's you can really be sniped to those things. Point.
No, but this dude said it murders drones. I didn't think about that. Having one or two you would have a beam legion for anti-support. Having a couple of those to just murder fuck sentries would be pretty nice, I guess.
You really need to have grid control if you're going to put that fleet on the grid, though. Because if you don't have sniping stuff set up, you're just going to lose a lot of Skybreakers. And then your ISK.
Does have a doctrine for them?
They're trying to put one out.
They're very expensive. They're about 400 million a skate at the minute.
Man, we need to
get a frigate that has less than 15,000 HP.
Yeah,
have you joined in on those fleets, Jay? Or are you staying out of that?
I went on the first one they ran the other day, and it was was a test fleet, and it was very obviously a test fleet. They weren't really too sure about how to do things. But I will say how they perform. It's I want to use them to kill fighters, but fighters have such a large orbit radius that unless your fleet is the fleet being primaried, I'm not sure how effective they're going to be.
Yeah,
Well, also there's like a damage cap, right, per
So,
fighter. Like
yeah.
you can't just kill a whole wing either. Like you have to
Yeah.
kill one and then get through the next one and through the next one.
Yeah, but if you do it enough, I mean...
The thing is, if you're going to be in range for your guns to chain like that, that means your fleet is being shot by fighters, which a frigate being shot by a fighter, I mean, it might not attract you very well, but at the same time, it's, a lot of fun shooting you.
That was going to be my question, though. Like, what is... I mean, I assume if it's fucking some dude shooting Sith lightning out of a spaceship, it's not just optimal and fall off. Like, how does the chaining... Like, does it only chain within a certain range or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you shoot it out, it shoots, I believe, up to, is it 6 or 12 additional targets at a complete RNG from the original target. So you could have everybody shoot the original target.
It's fucking FOF missiles again?
Well, so you target one person, so everyone's going to hit that whatever person they target, right? But then after that, it's just like a spider web of just like lightning going out. So you could have, like, the original idea is that it was going to fuck over Logi like crazy, because now you're going to have all these people getting hurt, no one knows what to do. Or if like you have a drone doctrine like Ishtar's or something, you could kill the drones a little bit faster. Instead of shooting one at a time, you could hit a bunch of them all at once, per se.
But it's just
like a smart bomb.
It's just like a bomber doctrine. Logi anchors and FCs are just gonna go, don't broadcast for bomb damage, don't broadcast for Edencom bullshit damage, don't broadcast for the fucking Cubestar doomsday damage. Like, that whole idea that it's going to disrupt Logi just doesn't work, because they're told to ignore it.
Greg Alterari says that he's got the answer, so please check that. But continue. Yeah,
missed the two women.
You said actors and actresses. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're all called actors now, aren't they?
No.
Oh, we're not allowed to call people actresses now.
Actors and actresses.
Gender specific, not gender neutral.
Yeah. I like, for instance, when my mother's in the family room, we have an auto woman. When I'm in there, we have an ottoman.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Why am I blanking at it? So, yeah, actually, the Edencom fleet itself, you said it's kind of like a test. Obviously, a lot of goons have spies in Horde and stuff. What has it been like in fleets with them? Like, do you get to like listen in on them much, or do you like just sit in no chatter or whatever their version of no chatter is? Like, are they?
I always do. I've never
try to shut up comms as much as possible.
I cannot.
I'm the dude normally hot micing for some reason with shit going on in the background, like TV shows in the background. Yeah, just trying to be as disruptive as possible.
I think my voice and chronic fucking marijuana intake is too recognizable for me to talk anymore.
Intake.
What? I live in a legal state.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so suck my balls, Twitch.
God, Theta's found another police chase to watch. We literally watched one for 6
hours. That 6 hour one was awesome.
Dude, that 6 hour one was awesome.
6.5 hours.
I watched that in my bed. That was so great. Dude.
Greg, we need to run back our bets now before either of us has any context. All right, so our bets were: are they going to shoot at him, and an over/under on time.
I lost all my bets.
You lost all your... That's sad.
I thought that man was going to get gunned down.
Dude,
I'm opening up this pursuit. I'm opening up this pursuit.
I actually won my shoot at him bet. I actually won because I was very specific and said if they discharge firearms in his direction and they shot a beanbag through the back window, and I was like, fuck you, bitch, I just won that bet.
Hold up. Sidnick, I just pulled this chase up on my other monitor, right?
Put it on the fucking...
All right.
No, we're not gonna put... No, we're not gonna put it on the stream.
So, okay. So I'll describe it real quick.
Oh
all right?
my god, this is gonna be so much worse.
This man
Police
goes
chase
through a
Thursday.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
He goes through a cul-de-sac,
Yeah, would
right?
you link it? Would you
hold
also
up.
link? No, shut the fuck up. Link
No.
it in Twitch chat.
Just link it. Let them watch it if they want to watch it. Like,
I want to watch it, dude. Link it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There you
fuck
go.
them.
It's
Fuck
linked
them,
in
I
Twitch
wanna
chat.
see it.
It's linked in Twitch
There.
chat. This is fucking hilarious.
It's in LA again.
what?
Is it-
Yeah.
I'm in Canada. I
Jack-
can't get fucking that feed.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna have to find. You're gonna have to find. Oh well, the motherfucker's in a wall right now, so I think this might not be as fun as last night. I mean, he's like he's a third of the way in a wall.
That last man had no tires. He was on rims.
No, he
The last time the
eventually
guy was
stopped.
on rims.
So,
No,
let's
he wasn't
give
on
some
rims.
context.
He was only stopped because the rims got ground down so much that he was just dragging his fucking front left axle on the pavement. That's what actually stopped him.
So let's give some context here for those who don't know. So Theta, is a very social sig. That is actually the core of Theta, is just hanging out, having a good time. And someone found a police chase 2 days ago that you can watch live, and so the whole channel is watching it together, and for 6 hours.
It went on until like a handful of us were like, "Fuck this!" Like I have 2.5 hours in. I'm watching till the end of it. Well, it ended up going on for like 6+ hours. Like I was up until
The time wasn't the
4:45.
greatest part, though. The greatest part was
Oh,
him
he would
stopping
stop,
and
we had-
going and
Were you-
stopping.
No.
Were you in chat with us? Because we had a
No.
dude. We had a dude in our channel, and I swear to God, for the last hour and a half, every single time the dude slowed down, he's like, "Oh, this is fucking it. This is it. This is it." And
Was that whale
he,
check?
did it like
no, it
four
was
times.
JC.
Can we talk
It
about
was-
after?
it was-
JC.
It was mine.
Can we talk about,
Jesus Christ, Michael Jackson.
Can we talk about
Love.
after his car stopped and he gets out of the car and they're like, "Put your hands up," and he puts his
Okay.
hands up, and then he kept putting them back down.
Well, so I actually thought he was gonna get shot. Like at
That's
one
what
point,
I thought.
he,
Like he
at
put
one
his
point,
hand-
one point he like sort of lifted his shirt with one hand and had
Yeah,
the other hand near his crotch.
like,
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my reaction. I was like, "Oh, he's dead. Like he's done."
So I was saying,
think-
like 9 years ago, they would have just pitted him and gunned him down
Oh,
in
yeah.
the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, if they're like, yes, the social. We were discussing the effects of the social climate on the restraint of those police officers as well. Look at how nice I put that.
Yes,
Just
yes.
let him keep going. The car will
Hey,
eventually end.
Just for future reference, when we're betting on police chases, is it socially inappropriate to bet on the like in LA to bet on the ethnicity of the driver?
I don't think we should admit that either way.
Maybe
on
in your
stream.
Discord.
All right, so we can do it. No,
Aw.
I'm
We
starting.
got some subs going.
I'm starting quite the argument in chat.
Yeah, they can argue all they want in chat. Mifune will moderate because I can't pay attention to that at the same time. We did have some questions for Jay because he's supposed to be the star of the show.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. So
Thanks for coming back,
these are
Jay.
ones
We really missed you, by the way.
we miss you a lot.
No,
Always around.
I'm still very gay for Jay. Jay and I were common law married at one point.
We were.
Jay
Oh,
is
really?
currently learning the way of Israel trolling.
Oh, he's already know how to do a lot of trolling, but
No, he's learning how to throw games on
Is he
Town of
learning- is-
Salem.
oh,
is he
I've
lear-
seen that. Do you guys
is-
should play Epic Mafia with us?
Is he learning how to key up when he jerks off like Faux Hammer?
Good old faux hammer.
Fap Hammer. Love him. You know he's got a kid? I love that dude. You know he also lives like 40 fucking minutes from
Who
me?
let
What?
Faux
Yo,
Hammer
slap
have a
that man for
child?
me.
Who let Faux Hammer have a child?
Well, they let a lot of people have children. You can't just go around
Yeah.
saying no.
Actually,
I mean, you can. It's called protective services.
No, he's a good father.
yeah, he actually is.
He just has
Because
that
my literal
crippling
thought-
internet addiction of
Dude,
ease.
the moment he told me he had a kid, I went, was it on purpose? And he was like, well, it wasn't technically on purpose, but like we were like we had agreed though that was the person I was going to have a kid on with. It just came a little early. I was like, okay, that's because I thought you were going to tell me you knocked up a stripper. Honestly,
It was planned, but not.
I was
that
expecting.
time.
Yeah, like even like they were going to have a kid. It just came early. No, but I was 100% expect. I haven't seen him in like 4 years. I was 100% expecting him to be like, yeah, well, I knocked up a stripper in the fucking champagne room or what, some shit like that.
True love, eh? And with true love as a topic, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Jay, who are you choosing to be your Eve Valentine?
Valentine. I'm not too sure.
Well, it's time to think about it now.
Yeah, I'll start thinking about it, I guess.
What about you, Mad Cows? Who are you going to give flowers to on Valentine's Day and Eve?
It's a good question.
Are flowers a commodity now?
When I heard you had questions prepared, I didn't think there'd be intimate personal questions.
Jay, it's Theta Squad. What do you expect? Do you expect
hard-hitting journalism, Jay?
Jay, we already had you on for the first episode, which if you've never watched, the first episode is pretty good. It starts a little rough because like I was super nervous, but we got a lot of conversation. Yeah, the first episode. So if you haven't watched it, you should go back and watch it because you get to learn a lot about the history of Theta and kind of how things grew. But now today is to delve into Jay.
Yeah, you struggled a little bit till you added me to the cast. That's when you got the ratings bump.
You were there in the first episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
So the edible kicks in, right, Cindy?
The sandwich.
Sandwich kicks in.
The sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys need to learn your like Twitch things, okay?
This is a good story for
if you buttered your sandwich bread with butter from a cow and a plant, then it would have the same effects. I don't get why sandwiches. Look at this motherfucker just walking up to the police chase. What is going on here?
Oh yeah,
does he want to get arrested too?
Update. The car that we were just watching slammed itself against the fence, and this dude just walks up. This dude just walks up to the cops and is like, "Yo, what's going on?"
But why? And they're like, "Why are there so many RVs there?"
There's like 12 cop cars here, guys.
There's like 4 or 5 RVs. There's 4 RVs and a 2 behind. No, I mean,
yeah, it is a trailer park, but
it's trailer park people, but these are drivable RVs. Like same folks, different strokes, if you will.
So I'm like
trailer park person. I don't understand that reference.
I don't know how to equate it to Britain land over there. Someone from like
Bristol. No, someone from like
Caravan Village.
I want you to imagine Bristol, but like half Irish and in Bristol.
Right. Yeah, those people are commonly referred to as just gypsies in the UK.
Yeah, but they don't move around usually. They kind of stay put.
Wow.
They do live there.
Yeah, that's how they work in the UK. So they'll just take over like a soccer field somewhere and just live there with their caravan.
So I have to say fucking sandwich, but we can have this kind of ethnic discrimination going on. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Twitch Rules. All right,
so,
I will be right back. I have some real life things pulling me, so I will be right back in a minute.
Okay.
You better take out that trash.
Yeah, bring the puppy.
Do your chores, boy.
Why the fuck have you not had the puppy on the screen this whole time?
I don't think he's allowed near the puppy.
A roommate wants to get a puppy.
It's probably the safest decision for in the puppy's defense, if you will. Have you seen UK Shameless though, Jay? Like the original Shameless? Yeah. Those are pretty close to Trailer People.
Very good. It's the best Shameless in my opinion.
Why are there so many cops for this? The dude's just passed out in the field. There ain't no law against that.
The girl who sucks in the American version, the girl who sucks Lip's dick under the table in like season 1 or 2. my cousin did drama with her, like, all growing up. So that was a pretty fun scene to watch.
Okay.
I saw
Under
it.
the table.
Well, I mean, I just, like, because my cousin did fucking all kinds of plays, so I saw this bitch as, like, a mushroom in the Wizard of Oz or whatever, and I was like, then she's just under a table and shameless. I was like, oh, I know her.
The first
Greg, I'm
thing-
reading through some of your questions now for the first time, even though I know I told you to send them to me sooner. But I like your first one, which is, who would your cellmate be if you were in jail? So, Jay, who would be your cellmate?
Choose that, honestly. I don't think you do.
Well, let's just
Sure, how
say
If you got to
Is it-
choose anyone in the
if you got to
universe-
choose, who would you want to be in jail
It's
with?
who you want to be in jail with, not who you would get arrested with, because those are probably two very different people.
Sure.
I'll
I
take
guess
this one.
some-
I'll take this
so-
one, Jay.
I guess like a non-murderous type. I got to choose.
Medicos, who would you be in? Who would you have?
Not
as your
going to
cellmate?
jail, baby.
Mad Cows would be like that guy from last night, going for 6 hours straight,
6 hours.
running from the cops for 6 hours.
Medco, would you just lawyer up immediately and just be like, just get all
No.
these charges dismissed?
I would go for the record of 36 hours, run from the cops, LA. Yeah, that'd be a good video.
And then, what's this other question? Actually, this is one I've asked the enemy before, so I'll ask you guys. If you could poach someone from the other side, who and why?
Dur, because he's cancer, but he's the kind of cancer that's good on your team.
Ron USMC.
You would take Ron?
Oh, fair. Hey, did you know that guy was in the Marine Corps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I just want to make sure.
Why would you
everyone's
take
clear.
Ron?
Well, he's a Marine for one, if you weren't aware.
Multiple reasons.
He's a good man.
One, he's an outstanding newbie teacher on his stream. Two, the public relations with new people would increase. I have a couple more, but I can't think of them.
I just don't see Ron as for me personally, I guess. I just don't see Ron as like a person that I would be like, oh, we really need to have him on our side.
I don't
But
really anyone on our side, to be honest with you.
well, yeah. But
I mean,
you know,
headliner would be half decent.
headliner. I wonder who would headliner fight with the most. Because I hear he's a pretty spicy dude.
I have no doubt that he would probably end up fighting someone like Kosicek or Asher or something.
What would Villy have to do to get back into Goonswarm?
I mean, that'll just never happen.
What if Villy is already in talks to just merge Pappy into Goons?
So what? We're just one unified.
He's been a
nullsec?
long-term agent. He's like a sleeper agent.
Sleeper agent.
So
He
what
keeps
you're-
feeding me information.
So he's just like the Judge 2.0, right? Just kind of lying
He's
in wait
Randolph.
to dismantle.
Can't confirm or deny.
I always
Yeah.
thought when Redline first left the Imperium, I always thought that he was gonna like pull a Judge move over with NC Dot, but it never happened.
But
They would
Well, yeah,
never
because-
give actual roles that matter. So
yeah, like Redline will never be anybody like up there in their organization. Vince is very happy being a dictator, from what I hear, and everyone underneath him is just happy as a clam to have him as their dictator, which is fine. I mean, you know, it's how it works. I don't know who I would personally want to take from the enemy side. Maybe some Logi pilots, personally. But other than that, because like their FCs are like all people I've heard some horrible stories about.
I'm sure they've heard the same about RFCs. It's just a matter of perspective.
Perspectives to click you're with, who you're playing with. Just who. It's just who has fun with who. Like, just different personalities vibe with each other.
Yeah, that's true. We all seem to do really well here, though.
Both sides have their small groups of people who are really tight knit and really good at teaching others how to play and like how to integrate yourself with that group. And then there are other groups where you do what the leader says or don't come at all.
I know some groups are out there that are like, if you don't have 3-1 on your Z kill board, then you're not allowed to fly with us.
I would never play in a group that made me have any Z kill requirements because I'd already know I'd fuck it up real fast. So
I don't know. I've seen
learn the way of the Thrasher.
I've seen.
I enjoy Thrashers.
I've seen some that say like you gotta have 50% like 50% more kills than you do on a death ratio or something like that. Like you gotta get 3 kills for every fucking death you have, or you're fucked.
Well, that's real hard when you're almost like exclusively Logi, save for a few doctrines.
For small gang stuff, I can see how KDR would be important.
Well, yeah, I should mention those groups are like the low sec people that kind of roam around low sec and stuff like that. The elitists that sit there and like blinged out Dead Space Tengus and like only 1 or 2 Logi 10-man groups.
Tuskers and old school Exodus.
About who you know.
You know, a little birdie told me that since Rich Richmond's no longer in Fwagon, that Amok sent Rich an invitation. I don't know if this is true or not, but I find that hilarious.
Well, wait.
Would Israel be open to?
When did Rich leave Dragons?
Last week.
You found out they were bots. They were all botting in their wormhole.
Interesting. I never knew he left. Continue.
So, or would Israel be interested in offering Rich Richmond a elite PvP spot in their organization?
It's really up to Penis and some. Recruitment is through Foehammer, so if you know Foehammer.
The corporate description recently got updated, so it's all good.
Oh, what does it say? Does it say Foehammer now? Okay. Let's see. We had some other things on here. I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's if you can even answer this question, Jay. But we'll try it. What would you like to do in Eve that you have never done or haven't done yet? Have you done everything in Eve there is to do?
Nice things. I'm not sure.
Because you started real young.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot. Helped expand alliances and all that sort of stuff. The interesting things that most people would want to do, I've already done.
I think the one thing that I haven't done yet that I really want to do is I want to be the freighter pilot that drops a citadel somewhere in space.
I've done. I've also lost a Keepstar, all that sort of stuff.
I was gonna say, didn't you pick up a Keepstar?
I believe that was a Pandemic Horde pilot, but yeah, I did lose a Keepstar. In terms of scooping Keepstars, I scooped one successfully and I've lost one, so I'm 1 for 1.
Dumbest thing you've ever done, Jay?
Dumbest thing I ever done?
Are we sticking to just Eve or real life on this one?
Yeah.
Because those are 2 different questions.
In Eve. Or both, whatever.
Do one thing in Eve and one thing in life.
So in Eve, I guess it was a couple of years ago, we were smart bombing some dudes in Titans and we got tackled and Tibras had to come save us and he used a lot of choice language, shall we say, when he saved us.
Gamer words?
Yes, gamer words. He used quite a few gamer words when he came and saved us. We were tackled for 40 minutes and whatnot.
Was this the one that you lost your Revenant on, or was it?
No, that was
different?
I guess that was kind of stupid, but it wasn't as stupid as being tackled for 45 minutes and having like 900 hostiles trying to kill us.
Kill you in 45 minutes. Were they in like ibises?
No, they're in materials. We were in a group of wyverns at the time, and this was back when you could like spider tank, and wyverns were very strong. So like 6-7 wyverns would wrap a couple 100,000 DPS easily.
Now, what do you see coming up next in the war? Obviously, like the landscape of the war changed for a while with the mega success we had in M2. Where do you see things going from here? Do you think it's going to go back to just iHub snatching for the next 2 months? Or is it do you think that Pappy is going to try to accelerate the plans again? Or do you think they're going to be too gun shy to do it?
I think it's going to start very slowly. They're making it slow. They're going to rebuild iHubs, so take key iHubs again under one alliance. So like each member of Pappy will take a system and have it as their alliance capital for 4 weeks or whatever it is until they can put a jammer up, and they'll kill it with under the jammer. I doubt they would risk it again to have it like another M2 style Titan fight. I wouldn't be very surprised if they did, because they I don't think still SRP'd all their losses yet from the first one. At least Test hasn't, I don't think.
That's one of the things that I've been wanting to ask a Pappy pilot, that with like a no spin, dead ass question for those Pappy pilots who got their Titans stuck in M2. It doesn't matter whether you get extracted successfully or if you're still trapped. In the future, are you ever going to follow that kind of order from Villy again? If they say we're going to go balls deep in every fucking Titan jump, are you going to follow that order, or are you going to be a little bit hesitant on that because of what happened last time, right?
Well, I'm wondering if we're going to have another Titan fight anytime soon. What do you guys think?
I don't think anytime soon. Once all of the stuff is taken out of M2, whether or not it's dead or it does, whatever. Once M2 is over, we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a lot of caution from Pappy. It's gonna be like what Jay said, with getting the jammer up, doing it under safety. They're going to be very weary and
The right way
very
to do it is the way to do it, right? But it's not part of their ethos and why they came down here. Like, the whole thing is they were so confident with their 1,000 Titans, they moved to Delve. They wanted to force these fights and, show everyone that they could win these fights. And then the first chance they get to do that in an actual serious way, they lose it.
And that their Titan fleet is not bigger than ours, like we said?
I'd probably say that they probably do have more Titans than us. However, willingness to use them, pilot skill, the keep star tether advantage that we would have, it probably makes up to be about an even fight.
See, what I'm afraid is that we're not going to get another Titan fight because they're going to be so gun shy, because there's I feel like they're going to be getting into a sunk cost fallacy here. Like, we've already done 8 months. We can't give up. At least for test, because they're not defending Esoteria beyond the bare minimum from what I can see. And Catches getting gangbanged.
Catches on fire. Regions like Immency and Fabulous and Impasse are starting to feel the strain as well.
Now, the other thing you gotta look at is you look at P Horde and NC Dot and everything, and they've been saying they're only here for 1DQ. That they're going to quote unquote glass 1DQ and then go home.
They might go home. That's not a guarantee.
Well, no.
I hope they're
Goblins.
Honestly, I don't think it's a realistic goal.
No, it's realistic.
Well, it's
just not going to be like a poop sock event.
My problem is that, like, somebody, not Goblins directly, but somebody from P Horde was saying how the only thing they really care about is the faction Fortizars that we have in 1DQ and the story with all of those. And, once that's done, they don't care. And they've said that openly, is that once those faction forts are dead, they don't give a shit about the rest, right? And then after that, it's just, PvP for the sake of PvP. Which is okay, but they've been saying that since they plopped the Keepstar down to T5Z. Even Test has been saying that this huge battle is going to take place in 1DQ. And we haven't seen even the slightest attempt for that, except that 20-minute iHub brawl that we had that they just pot-shotted and failed. And they haven't even dared to even try to take 1DQ since then. So, what the fuck?
For that, for Villy's plan, which let me tell you, if you were having sex with Villy with how long this is taking, I feel like everyone would fall asleep before he got to any good stuff.
Whoa, Don.
What? He's always talking about just
about what?
no.
Right.
It's they always just have the constrictor. We're just gonna choke him harder, and so my joke is the choke me harder, daddy. Every time they bring it up because it makes them just go oh.
Don's been reading too much fanfic.
Don's been writing too much fan fiction.
Speaking of which, Don, how is your next fanfic coming?
Billion Bins, let's go.
Well, I had a plan. I got about halfway through. Also, Ryek's up there. If you want to move him down, he can come in and hang out. And then I got to about 5 pages of exposition, and I was like, oh. Well, I wasn't planning on having a 10-page fan fiction, so, I took a break, and then what I was writing about got screwed up by current events, so I'm going to potentially modify it so it's a little more open.
Isn't the key to write, and get it right in the rewrite?
Yeah, but at 2 a.m. after 5 pages of talking about how things kind of work or whatever, I was like, okay, I'm good. But I'll get back to it at some point.
It's writing a smutty novel, not a Tolkien book, right?
Oh, I try not to have much dialogue because I'm really not good at the dialogue part. I'm much better at the actions and the activities.
Right.
I mean, you've been the subject of 2 stories at least, so.
Oh, there's J Smut out there?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to
Good,
find
too.
these.
All over the forums.
Yeah.
It's held up, I think.
Yeah. It is.
Hello,
Hell no.
friends.
All right.
Hi,
Well,
Ryak.
All right.
It's pretty good,
Never
Madcast.
heard. I don't know who Ryak is.
The fuck you do, Jay. You
I'm sorry,
know who I am.
Okay,
You know-
yeah. Hi, guy.
So Rag didn't hang out with us as much until until the war started, when every big boy left us alone to our own devices. So
I didn't join Bastion until 2 days after the war started, and then I joined Goons, so.
that's why he wouldn't know you, Rag. Because we used to have Jay and John and all of them hanging out with us, and they all just stopped hanging out with us. We were very sad.
I bet if I talked in the Schmiegel voice, Jay would know who I am.
Oh, I know who you are, yeah. I remember you. I didn't recognize your name.
No,
Jay
yeah.
has name blindness.
So Matt
Yeah,
has
what's
face
that?
blindness, and Jay's got name blindness.
I actually pinged you on Jabber when I was trying to get into Goon Swarm. I was like, hey, somebody told me to talk to you about getting into Goonwafa, and you never answered me, and I was like, okay, cool, I guess I'll join Sundering, that's fine.
I probably never saw it. I'm sorry. I get a lot of PMs. And
This
Jay
is
never
not a
responds
shocker.
to my PMs.
The only way to get Jay to respond to a PM is send him 5 memes in a row that at least one of them he's got to find funny, and then he'll respond with a ha ha ha.
yeah, then you
Jay-
cornered me at that point.
Yeah, then we know you're paying attention.
Jay used to name an op channel after me, and now it's no longer named after me, and I'm very
Yeah,
disappointed.
the name was suggested.
Well,
Docking
I want
House.
an op channel named after me.
Billy's
How-
got an op channel named after him now.
How's this dude still not arrested?
Oh,
Actually,
you're the
can-
dude, yeah.
Can any of you explain where the 4th place thing came from? Because someone asked me, and I was like, I cannot I know that
You
it's the
have the four
drive-by, but
empires. The four empires, where it would be Goonswarm is an empire. Pandemic Horde would be one. Then you would have FRT as one, and then you would have Test as one. So naturally, you would have Test and whatnot be fourth place because they are like the weakest of the four, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually not the smallest. They're actually fairly large, but they just have
They're just
the way their coalition is set up is destined to fail.
I mean, have you seen how all of Legacy's
Yeah,
corporations are? I keep hearing week after week of a corp leaving a Legacy alliance. You know,
I'm sure
they
there'll
all
be
want to
something
crab.
interesting, but Tipperzel has been paying attention and doing some math on Legacy members and whatnot, and there's some interesting notes to be said. I'm sure they'll come out in a few days.
I still don't know why Brave Dunk. Come on, man, join the Imperium already.
Don't listen.
You're just getting fucked over every week, man.
Dunk seems like a good man.
He is. He's a great guy. I'd love to have him on our side. I like the way that Pro God and Billy treat him and his alliance, his allies. I don't understand how, right? Like during the M2 fight, for example, and I'm not sure, Jay, if you want to chime in on this if you know more than I do, but as far as I know, a lot of our allies in the Imperium lost their capitals during one part or another of the M2 fights, and I believe one of them approached Goons and said, we can't really afford to replace all of our stuff. Can you help us? And Goonswarm said, yes, we will. And they did. Right? And then it's like, you look at Brave and the rest of Legacy, and Brave's like, yeah, we need our TTT share. And Billy's just like, no.
I'm not sure what's public and whatnot, so I'm not going to comment on that, but the Allied reimbursement was handled first, I believe.
Yeah, and then you look at, and you look at the way that Test goes and treats their allies, and it's just, it's garbage. I don't understand how you can be allies with Billy and Pro God when they just treat you like second-class citizens.
Well, I mean, honestly, I like the guy personally, but Billy's always been a prick. Pro God too.
The problem is I think the problem is with the leadership. I don't think Alliance is the best run when they're run by people that aren't fleet commanders.
Yep, exactly. I mean,
fleet commanders make terrible Alliance leaders.
Yeah, classic. I mean, it's a classic Eve blunder. Can you imagine fucking Asher running the Alliance?
Oh my god, we'd
Black Legion, right? They're great for 2 or 3 months, and then Elo burns out, and it all falls apart, right? Classic cycle.
If Asher was in charge, I feel like we'd all be in even more specialized doctrines than we are now.
Yeah.
Oh, he would do
everything would have a cargo. Everything would have a cargo expander, so you could have a third surprise doctrine on it. Guys, leave your mobile depots here.
Dude,
yeah, no, you need a megalomaniac, like a sadomasochistic. God damn it, sadomasochistic megalomaniac. I think I got all that out right.
Well, and Sapporo Jones is the executor of Test, but does he do anything?
Yeah, he's a Johnny on Reddit.
I mean, okay, perfect example. Durherder was unironically a good leader of Test.
Sapporo does a lot, right? But you don't ever see it. And the way it comes across is that you wouldn't know he's running the Alliance or that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, I think most newbies who don't know anything
even as someone who's has had a spine test for only 3 years, you wouldn't know that Sapporo Jones is the leader.
Yeah, because he doesn't do anything at the town halls. He doesn't lead fleets that I know of. He's just there.
I'm still BFFs with Durherder, who I believe was the last CEO of Test, and I didn't even know that Sapporo Jones was technically the CEO of Test. Actually, I'll be honest, I don't even know who the fuck Sapporo Jones is. I've heard the name a handful of times.
And then there's Gobbins is, I mean, you, Jay, you'd have more experience with Gobbins, I guess. But he's definitely picked up the Goon model. Except for some of the things they do.
Is that the 5?
Question.
They picked up the goon model, except for some of the things they do. Thanks, Don, for this riveting.
Okay, well, so they
dissection.
grew as quick as possible with newbies to get them trained up in the Horde way, so that way they wouldn't know how anything else is run. But the way they do their moons, the way they do their SRP, all that shit is like nuts.
Wait, Gobbins isn't the old fucking crazy guy from 5ZXX, is he?
No,
I
that
had
was
no idea.
Genevieve.
There you go, yeah, Genevieve. Hey, it starts with a G, at least I got that much right. I miss that guy. His crazy was very entertaining.
You know what, I find it odd though. So we didn't get to talk about it last week because we were so distracted talking about fun stuff with Grath. That town hall that they had with where PGL sounded like the most defeated person I've ever heard.
It's very depressing, yeah.
He was just so like, they were like, hypothetically, if we can take Delve, and all of us in chat were like, hypothetically? I feel like 2-3 months ago you were like so confident.
Yeah, no,
So
I
fucking
actually.
shambles because like, they had the mumble problem. They claimed it was a DDoS. Then they had stream issues, and then they just didn't sound like they were like energized or anything. Like, I have a pretty monotone voice, and maybe conveying emotions in my voice maybe a bit hard for me. But
got a little bit of
geez,
tism.
come on, guys.
Got the tism.
Well,
I have a fun game to play after this, but I remember 2 or 3 months ago on this very show, Billy was talking about what order he wanted to take the Delph Keep Stars in. After your terrible question, Don, but like he was very confident. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're going right for 1DQ. Like, that shit's going down."
So
They probably could have done it. I keep saying this, but I said this the other day. If they would have not done Fountain at the start of the war and they just pushed all into 1DQ, they would have easily overwhelmed us and they would have taken 1DQ.
If they had gone straight up,
personal opinion going back like a minute, Jay shows a lot of emotion in his voice compared to me. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm probably like one of the most monotone people in the entire alliance.
I know how to
Except
tell
when
if
we bring
Jay's
up
lying. He just giggles a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but if they had pulled if they had was it was DRF and PL, right? VFK by December or whatever. Like, if they had done fucking that on 1DQ, yeah, it would have gone over way better than what they ended up doing.
It would have been bloody. It sure would have been bloody, but it would have worked. I think. Honestly, I think they would have.
It's for sure like a roll. Yeah, it for sure is a big roll of the dice, but like.
That's a huge shock to people. I think it'd put people into panic as well. So
it would put people into panic, and I think part of it was they felt like at the beginning they felt like they had so much momentum going from taking like all that space. Like the first real keep star defense wasn't till like 6 weeks into the war, and like I feel like all those people who were just really huffing their own farts and feeling full of themselves, like after the first real keep star fight, everybody went, "Oh, this is gonna fucking suck."
Oh, I like someone's suggestion in comments. Employ Nicosis to read the town hall notes to add the correct emotion. Could you imagine Nicosis reading? Exactly. He was like a Theta pet and a deck swap pet, and then after everyone bought him like all these modules for his Titan, he just kind of like disappeared because he got a job.
He got a job. Yeah, he popped up a couple of weeks ago and was chatting with Mittens. That was pretty cute.
Yeah, he was the okay. You have to read some of his old AARs because like they're like bolded and font is in different sizes and colors. He's like, this is the best. Everything went awesome, and it was, and he's kind of one of those guys that was just kind of like adorable to watch as he like discovered things about Eve, and it was funny. He was leading a fleet, and the fleet wasn't like, he started getting confused or like not know what to do. So then someone took over, and he's in chat with us in Theta, and he's like, yeah, that guy was really good. He just stepped right into exactly what to do, and we got out just fine. And we're like, oh, well, really? Which FC jumped or which person jumped? And he's like, Asura? Elias?
Answer.
Oh, Answer Elias. And we're like, you mean Asher Elias stepped in and took over your fleet? He's like, yeah, who's that? We're like, oh, just the head FC of Goon Swarm. He's like, oh, I did not know he was. He was so cute. He was just adorable. I mean, he got on my nerves, but he was cute.
I would fucking never let Asher take over my fleet.
Whatever. Anyways, he showed Nikosha showed genuine excitement, genuine joie de vivre for Eve.
Yeah, usually once you get into once you're to the point where you're writing AARs, you're somewhere between me and Jay on the scale of being a bitter vet.
Oh no! After his first fleet, everyone said make sure you write an AAR. So he went to Hell Dump and wrote a 2-page AAR with colors and different types of fonts, thanking everybody, exquisite detail about his. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we fought like lions, and this is amazing." And it's like, "Oh fuck, it goes," but it was so cute.
I have a fun game to play at the next natural pause.
What's your fun game to play?
From the people in this channel, design your ideal Eve Alliance organizational hierarchy.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
That's wow.
The only thing I wouldn't really change goons too much, other than maybe take out some people I don't like. Particularly,
Greg would for sure be my Diplo.
All right, so I would pretty much keep the current Goonswarm structure, except
and what would I
would kick Mifune first. That would be my first action, is to kick Mifune.
Well, all right, I'll just dip,
and then I would start.
I'm just gonna leave that. All right. Damn. All right.
Holy shit! Look at how much traffic is backed up from this fucking cop chase again. They still haven't arrested him. He hasn't moved. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I would add more people to like the finance team, right?
No, I don't mean like what niche like fucking bureaucratic moves are you gonna make? I mean like who's your FC guy? Who's your Mittens? Who's your whoever's Marana now?
What am I, Syndic? What am I?
Oh,
the foot inspector extraordinaire.
I mean, I'd take that. I would take that. Yeah.
I'd put you. And Mad Cows would be the head diplomat.
Oh, Mad Cows. Wait, what was the first? Yeah, I heard Mad
Jay is trolling.
Military.
God, he would be what?
The head of the military.
It really is.
Jay, stop distracting.
No, you only have
him telling me what I would be.
You only have the people in this channel. I'm saying, like, you don't have Asher, you don't have Mittens, you don't have Marana or whoever the fuck would play. Like from this channel, you've got to fill like head Diplo, fucking G Soul guy, fucking FC guy, like actual CEO. Finance.
So if for a real answer on Diplo, Greg would totally be my Diplo.
Greg is definitely my Diplo. He's Canadian, but he's got a temper. That's exactly what I want. I want you to be Canadian until you stop.
It would either be you or Mad Cows.
So, hey, Don, would I be like the chief, like, economics officer because I'm Jewish?
Oh, I didn't know you were Jewish, but
yes, you did. Yes, you did.
With this newly revealed fact, yeah, you'd be my finance chief.
You're the one who said it, but no. I don't know who I'd put in charge of my military out of everyone in channel. I mean, Jay's got the most experience, so if I want to go with the boring answer,
but Jay would but Jay wouldn't actually want that.
Can we just put Mad Cows in charge of propaganda? Like Mad Cow's the head of propaganda.
Yeah, that's
down.
So many true.
Mifune would be my CEO.
Whoa! What makes you think?
Wow, I feel like chopped liver over here. Fuck you guys.
No, Don
Dagoth said Don is the head of mining operations, which I agree
with. I'll take it.
Mad Cow's ahead. 8 months. From the chat, Mad Cow's head of Super Cap acquisition team. I don't know, Mad Cow's, you down to steal more test capital ships?
They need to have capital ships to steal.
I mean, I hear their dread cache is running low. I mean, we might need some swiper swiping.
Oh, that is a question I want to ask Jay. How many dreads
He's
do you
not
think
going to
they
answer
realistically have?
anything. He's not going to answer anything about the number of dreads. He knows exactly how many we have, and he knows exactly how many they have, and he's not going to answer any of those questions. I guarantee it.
Well, he did already answer half of that like 2 nights ago.
Sorry.
was
Yeah,
a lot.
that was,
I was busy.
Question.
How many dreads do you think they realistically have? I'm counting at least a couple thousand.
It's entirely possible.
see.
Thank you, Jay.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
fucking told you.
Use how many they?
Yeah.
How many realistically do they have people for? Right.
Well,
like,
here's a
you saw,
better-
like they're massive. The time to use them would have been on that big fight, right? When they lost like 500 and something. Like that would have been the time to put as many people in dreads as you can, and they only had 500 or whatever. So
I mean, dude, we threw like, yeah. I mean,
a terrible trade.
we meat grinded a lot of dreads on one
I
of
was
those
gonna
first
say-
Keep Star fights.
500.
lost
Well,
4.
no, the 500. Okay, so we're talking about the breakout that happened last week. They dropped 435 dreads at 0 on our Titans to basically damage/beat tank while they were able to get their Titans out because we had to kill their
3,500?
dreads. 435.
Oh my god!
We killed 411. Now,
Jesus.
and they killed 6 Titans. I expected more Titans to die, but
Wait.
apparently supers have a use. Supers are really good at
That's
killing
an-
dreads.
That's an insanely good trade, and yeah, supers are fucking insane at killing dreads.
it was a pretty bad trade for them. If you don't look at the fact that the Titans got out right, and you look at it purely
Just
as
on
a
value.
ship versus ship fight, dropping large numbers of dreadnoughts on Titans is always going to be pretty bad. Like for you, it's going to be always rough.
Well, it depends on how many Titans they have, right?
The last time it
Yeah,
would have been a good idea was
There's like, if they have like 30 Titans and you drop 400 dreads, you'll do pretty well. But like,
But
the
if you get
last
like
time
even
it would've-
numbers.
the last time it would have been a good idea to go all in dropping dreads on enemy Titans was 92D against PL when they still had their fucking remote tracking enhanced Titans. Grath will go on at length about this, and it's really interesting to listen to. But that was the last time it was the best idea.
We have him on again sometime. You can have him bring up that story. Because we had him on last week and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Grath's a good dude. I fucking love. I'm so glad he joined Amok.
Yeah, my favorite story is the dead hooker story.
Wait, dead hooker story? I don't think
well,
I've heard this one.
No, you don't retell his story. Grath's story.
I'll
one.
yeah,
ask
just
him
watch
about
it.
I'll ask him.
You were
about it.
there for fuck's sake.
Mifune, you were there!
Wait, was
Yeah.
it last week he talked about
Yes,
this?
it was last week.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there, and I know the dead hooker story.
Okay, I am just dumb then.
Yeah, we knew that.
Is your sandwich kicking in as well?
My sandwich was. I had my sandwich. What was it? Yesterday? No, because I didn't work yesterday. Wait.
God, you fucking late me.
Oh
It was
my
whenever.
God.
It was never the last time I worked was when I had my sandwich.
You're working. Don't forget, everyone. This is another perk of Theta Thursday. When you're ordering at your next Wendy's order, use the coupon code Mifune. 10% off your order.
Hey!
It's 10% off your dignity.
No, I should say though, we have the frosty key tags at every participating Wendy's, and that shit ends within the next week. So if you haven't gotten a key tag, go fucking get one. I'm telling
shilling
you.
for
Why the fuck?
chill.
Yo,
The key
speaking
tags
of
give you
Wendy's,
free frosty.
They give you free
the
frosties.
person making my burgers at the Wendy's down the road, this man must hate burgers. Because he
beat him.
grabs them and then throws them into the bag, it seems.
Really? That's fucking.
Does he beat his meat in front of customers?
I feel like...
Could you show it on stream?
Oh,
Say it again?
Take a picture next time.
Could you bring it up on stream, Mifune?
What am I bringing up?
I link it to you when you show it.
Just a
That
what?
has how much for your in-game feet picks?
Oh my god. pay attention, does he?
1 billion.
It's hard to hear what Jay's saying
1
because everyone's
million
talking
with
over
an
him.
M.
Jay is saying he's going to send you something. Put it
Okay,
on the
yeah.
fucking screen, dude.
Okay.
No wonder you missed the Grant story.
Jesus Christ.
No, honestly, you were cutting out because everyone kept talking over you.
Well, yeah, actually, this is kind of a no fault. It's really Discord fucking sucks balls.
That's true too. That happens.
Yeah.
We're not cool enough to
I've been
use Zoom to.
Because I've
Can
been
you pull that up?
Yeah, I'm about to.
because I've been talking over Jay for years, and it usually doesn't make him break up.
I'm trying to get like the GIF part of it to work.
Yeah, the GIF part is important.
Yeah. If you bring, I really did expect you to just bring up like a fucking GIF, but it's in MS Paint, so it's not animated.
It doesn't really help when you're getting spoken over. Because apparently everyone just has priority speaker on all the time, so it doesn't really help too much.
Also, the latency on Discord is like very annoying. Like, I'm making a conscious point to not talk over people, but because of the latency, like,
You just can't tell, yeah,
The
until
phone
it's
is
like too
learning
late.
how to bring up a GIF. There we go.
and then you get the
You got to make it bigger because I can't
Bigger,
read.
bigger.
I'm
what's in
about
that.
to.
Move close to the monitor and make it bigger.
Close.
No,
monitor?
I was cropping the image so that it would actually fit bigger.
Baby Yoda gets kidnapped.
I'm sorry that I'm
can't
currently
see.
What's
editing things on like a. Here,
is
let me.
the name of the
Baby
Keepstar
Yoda.
is the name of the Keepstar important?
This was
Oh, that was Wendy's.
Here we go.
Citadel and T5
Baby.
we Wendy's and I died.
Baby
So
Yoda.
much.
Damn.
Kidnapped.
Dude, fucking spoilers on pop culture shows, names of stations are my favorite.
Really, that's really big now.
Oh,
man.
God.
Remember that
Oh,
original Crying Indian commercial?
Jay,
I'm sorry,
you lost
American.
one of your balls in DW, right? Was
Yeah,
it
they're
the left
both-
or the right? Oh, you don't have either one now? Oh.
I don't like what they're doing to my boy Jay in T5Z.
Are you fighting shit in T5Z right now? Dude, let's just warp, bud.
No, they killed one of our Citadels. They refed another one again today, but I keep every time they kill one, I'll put another 2 down.
What was really funny?
It's
I
like
think,
they don't want
was
you in there.
during
Yeah.
during
Rude.
what was it? It was either during the M2 fight or like right after the M2 fight, or it was after some fight, and Asher was the FC, and Asher was just like, "Can we just like go for T5Z at this point?" And like Asher was like really excited on this idea to just straight up take the fleet back to 1DQ and go balls deep into T5Z.
Yeah,
And to
the
our
thing
earlier,
saying is like, oh, why didn't you go for T5Z when we were all trapped? I'm like, you saw how well it went for you, right? Like, you want us to do the same? I don't think so.
You
Don't
know,
take any.
I
When they say, "Why don't you shoot this Keepstar?" I just turn my brain off and stop listening because they clearly don't have the brain cells.
feel like they took my amazing strategic advice a few weeks ago. I asked them why they didn't just drop at 0 on the Keepstar and brawl it out with us and have some fun. And the way they got out of the bubbles was to just drop their dreads at 0 on the Keepstar. So clearly, that's my application to being the next strategic person for Goonswarm.
Gotta thank Griffey for the tier 1 sub. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, we don't shout out subs here.
yeah, what does a sub do? Does it just give fucking
Gives-
G and Turco money?
It just gives Mitten some money for more scotch.
Yeah. Fuck you, Griffey.
Don't say fuck you.
Dude,
Jeez.
no, that's not. That's the opposite of what I just said.
Syndic doesn't represent the show. He's a recurring guest. He's not a regular. But no,
Dude, I was here for like the first 10 episodes.
Yeah, and then you faded away.
Yeah, this
We were
game
doing
sucks
stuff.
balls.
That's true.
Game is
It
pretty
does
bad.
suck. So Mad Cows, this is something that I want to ask you because I know you guys absolutely love dropping things in Delve. But let's say, I know this is far down the road potentially, but let's say Tess does not move in. Are you guys going to go over to Esoteria and wreak havoc there, or are you just going to sit and Delve and be the bane of our existence again?
So you're saying goons hold Delve?
Yeah, let's say we push them out, and now it's time to fuck Test in the face. Are you joining?
I think Israel would probably stay with goons since it's been pretty.
I was gonna say, do we have a conditional alliance that I wasn't aware it was a conditional thing.
I didn't think it's nothing conditional. It's more of your guys' personality and what you want to do.
Here's
to get to know you a little bit.
I have not set up PI yet, and until I finish setting up PI, Israel will be in goon swarm.
And that's good news. We're really glad.
You guys have been fun to have.
And the meme behind that is every time I finish setting up 9 characters doing PI to tier 5 and tier 6, we change alliances.
There's tier 5?
Or the high end stuff like the
P4s.
Okay. Have you ever considered not being poor?
I've considered it many times, but I am also always poor.
Oh,
I'm a firm believer of 1 character per game.
So Twitch chat, real quick. Ryak is looking for a wyvern. So if anyone feels inclined to throw something out, send it to him so he stops whining.
I'm not whining.
I'll tell you
I'm
mine.
just saying it's really funny that I'm so poor when I'm Jewish. We're
also
typically we're not poor. And
I don't think you're allowed to put yourself down.
I don't. Well, I know one thing, and that's that there's no place on this show for anti-Semitism.
Somebody give him a fucking wyvern so he shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'll sell you my wyvern.
I am.
No, he wants one for his birthday.
I am buying a Titan for my birthday. I would love to get a Titan for my birthday.
You got a Titan.
I had one. It was given back to its original owner.
Oh God.
I'm flying a wyvern, or not a wyvern, a Leviathan for 500 billion ISK.
I have. I was gonna.
The title's not clean.
I have one character who just by coincidence has ended up with probably the most in implants that I've ever had on one character. Because it's got a wyvern with fucking Soundgarden implants or whatever they're called, and then fucking it's another aren't they called Nirvanas?
Yes.
All right, no, good. The joke holds. It's another '90s grudge band, and then I have a meme hell that has fucking hyperspatial implants, whatever they're called. And have I shown you this fit chair? It's amazing.
I want the Pearl Jam implants too. I agree with you, Marty. I want them Pearl Jam implants.
I would be going for some Evanescence implants. I don't know what they would be, but
it'd be called.
Well, one thing's for sure, they would bring you to life.
Oh, it could be the repping ones, right? What are they?
Or wake you up inside.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah. It's gonna be wake up.
Damn it!
The wake up
not
implant
halos.
Set.
Butcher that shit.
Savior implant set would be the Evanescence implants.
No, it would be the wake up implants. The wake up set.
Get new patch today?
I love that. The Fleet Finder thing came out this week, I think.
It's put on CC at the moment, as far as I know.
Yeah, I guess. Quick question: does anyone see anyone using that or having an impact with that at all?
Not in nullsec. It's going to be very useful for small corps. It's going to be very, very useful for
fucking
people.
Nullsec wolf packs, the thing that hasn't existed for 10 years that they've been developing the game to for 10 years.
Because
I don't think they have ever flown in low sec.
What, CCP?
Yeah.
No,
No,
they
that was
very
their
much.
thing because of T20 they can't join like
Yes, they
nullsec.
they
They
lifted
can
that this
now.
past
They
year.
lifted
Oh yeah,
that.
they have to maintain their anonymity. Like they have to
Oh,
full blown
can we
like go
get-
undercover if they're going to join one.
Here's a good question from the chat. Super Bowl predictions. I'm gonna guess the Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Chiefs.
Who's in the Super Bowl this year?
It's the Kansas City Chiefs and fucking. I haven't actually looked because
If it's not the Colts, I don't
It's
care.
the Chiefs and the Bucks. Jesus Christ, you bunch of fucking heathens! It's Tom.
the Bucks.
It's
Jay,
Tom.
Jay, do you want to guess on hand egg on who's gonna win?
I don't really care. I don't
I
care.
put
Honestly.
I put $100 on the coin toss.
Oh Lord!
You know, that's like who did it? Someone when the Hypernet came out, somebody in Goons spent like over 35 billion on the first day of the Hypernet, just dicking around with it.
I mean, Kumi spent 1.5 trillion on it, so
It was breakable for a while, like to a certain degree.
Where's the
My
checkbox option?
yeah, you keep working on that poll, buddy. I had something, and then you guys all distract me with your football nonsense.
Speaking of sports, Toronto Maple Leafs are beating Vancouver Canucks with about 2 minutes left in the third period. There was just a good fight between Wayne Simmons and Jamie Benn.
Betwixt.
The Twixt. A Donnybrook ensued.
My dog is being really weird right now. She's like rubbing up against my leg.
Hey there, pal. You want to have a scrap? Hey, I'll have a scrap, buddy.
Is your dog in heat too, Don?
No, she's not. She's just blind, senile, and like middle aged.
Oh.
Like most
So-
of my dates.
Oh, I was going to be way meaner with my response. We'll go with that.
Well, so we're gonna be looking
cool
for
tattoos. Jay, do you have any ink?
No, I do not.
What about you, Mad
I
Cows?
don't-
You sound like a tramp stamp kind of guy.
I do have two.
Hurry
Oh,
up, dude.
where?
I have the Imperial Guard signet on my shoulder. And I have a meat
From
tag.
Star Wars? What's a meat tag?
You're gonna have to explain, Mad Cows.
Is a meat tag like a tattoo on your penis, or?
So,
No.
flamethrowers.
Oh, there you go.
Flamethrower
I tried to pull.
dudes in World War II, when they would explode, the only part recognizable on them was like the little strip under your armpit.
You got a fucking tattoo in honor of that? That's pretty goddamn morbid, son.
So it was kind of customary for those people to put their dog tag information there so they could identify the crispy remains.
Ah, okay. Now I'm with you. So you have your... Wait, do you just have that for no reason? Or are you like an EOD specialist or something?
No, I just had
No reason is a perfectly acceptable answer.
no
I'm
reason.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't give a fuck either way. I was just curious.
Well, I have 2 tattoos on my wrists, and I plan to get a
That's
couple
You
more.
have tattoos?
Yeah, you didn't know? Here, hold
Yeah, throw them up on the screen.
They're
You're
definitely
too
gonna be-
young.
Oh my god!
It's
of
gonna be come on,
course.
My Little
You guys
Pony
feel-
stuff.
They're music
Oh, it's a
tattoos.
face
Please
punch and a
clef and the
treble
treble
clef.
clef.
Yeah.
You fucking nerd.
And then
I thought that was a Horde
so-
Alliance.
whoa, no. But I plan to get a couple Star Wars tattoos on my right shoulder, because my dad has Star Wars tattoos on his left shoulder.
Please tell me you're gonna
Um,
get a tramp stamp.
No, but I am one of my dogs who I grew up with, who passed away sadly before Christmas. We got a paw print of his, an ink paw
It's a
print.
little-
of his, so
Aw,
we're gonna
that's
get
nice.
that. I'm gonna get
thing.
I'm gonna get that on my leg.
Yeah, isn't that like a sign saying that you like fuck dogs or something?
No.
Pretty sure it is. Like, you know,
So
like
I
you
feel-
see women with like a black spade tattooed on them. That signifies.
Oh, that means that you're a queen, so that
Yeah.
you like to fuck black guys.
What, you
If
like
you're a
to
white
fuck
chick.
or get? Oh, what if you get
If you
like?
have a corporate, I'm pretty sure it signifies that you fuck dogs or dog
What if?
stuff.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty. I'm
You
not,
should go
I'm
get.
not an expert in this situation, in this topic, but
that's what the barnkeeper told me when he gave me that donkey tattoo.
It's a very
Mifune,
nice
go get your
sentiment,
puppy.
Mifune.
Oh, she's asleep right now, and she's
Who
been.
cares? She's a puppy.
No, she's
Yeah,
asleep
dude.
right now, and she's been really bad all day. So
Yeah, she's a puppy. We don't care. Go get the puppy.
If
All
you
right,
wake her up now, she'll sleep tonight. If you let her sleep now, she's gonna fucking go nuts.
No,
I
she
literally
sleeps like
don't
every
care.
3 hours.
I literally don't care what price you have to pay for me to see this puppy. Go get the fucking puppy.
I'm texting my parents. Give me a minute.
All right, good.
me, you bring the dog upstairs, please.
Can she bring your tendies as well? I don't think we're not allowed to say that yet.
Hey,
What, Tim's?
Mifune, is one of your next tattoos gonna be an H2O's and an M on your fingers?
No, I won't get finger tattoos. She is dead asleep in her cage, in her crate, and my parents don't feel like waking her up, but they said
All right,
next
just
week
like-
we can bring her on.
It's like a
Just
picture
go
of her.
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
or
I
just-
do have a picture from like
Just go
last night.
No, just go throw a fucking chair. She'll wake up and bark,
No.
and they'll let her out.
No.
It seems like Team 1 is going to win the sports thing. I've made a poll and people in the chat seem to think that Team 1.
So far, it's a dead heat between Team 1, I don't care, and Checkbox. Actually, Checkbox is winning, but
Checkboxes.
God, you motherfuckers! Like, are we ever gonna learn to do checkboxes? God damn you, people!
Checkbox definitely going to Disneyland.
going to Disneyland. So,
Dawn,
as-
do you
what?
have any tattoos since you were getting so personal with the invasive questions earlier?
I do not have any tattoos, but yes, I have had some piercings before.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Yeah, so,
some black spades inside. Never mind.
So
I have had
she's
someone
the
ask
puppy.
me to get one of those, and I was like, no thanks.
You know, when I got these tattoos on my wrists, there was
Aw.
a woman right next to me who was getting her back tattooed, and she had her shirt and her bra off during that entire session.
Oh, you see some titties?
that's the most kid thing I've ever heard you say.
No,
I thought you were
sounded said that.
I thought you were gonna say the lady next to you was getting a back tattooed and looked over at you and said, "Wow, those fucking stupid tattoos."
Did you feel uncomfortable in your pants, Mifune?
No, I
that
did
is a
not.
weird question to ask. I mean,
Is it?
with
So
a reason.
perfectly natural.
What's wrong with it, man?
By the way, the puppy's on screen if you weren't
Yeah.
looking at it.
This
so.
is.
Can you-
the
no.
puppy.
So, can you guess her name? Don't say it, Mifune.
Dude, I bet your dog is gonna be so poorly behaved.
Jay, do you have a guess on the name? Or
I,
have you heard
I,
it already?
I'm not really a dog person, so I don't really.
I mean, I can tell you for sure it's worse than my old dog's name.
Well, yeah, okay. So, chat, you guys should know. Yeah, Donald Sprunk over there said that is the dog's name.
Mhm.
It's terrible.
What
I know
does he win, Don?
people that have named their kids and stuff Eve because they played this game.
Well, what was funny
I
was
love
that
all
when
that Daenerys.
So the
That-
funny thing is that I told Theta Squad that I was getting a new puppy after my other one passed away, sadly, and Theta wanted to name the
Comic.
puppy, and so I brought the idea up to my parents. I said, "Hey, my group of friends and Eve wanna name the puppy," and they're like, "Absolutely not." I'm like, all right.
Good
And
judgment.
then-
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, understandable. And they're like, but wait, Eve is a cute kind of a name, so we'll name her Eve. And there we go.
Oh, the dog's
Plus
name
your
is
dad
Eve.
plays Eve, right?
Yeah, the dog's name is Eve.
Yeah, and
Is
his
your
dad just
dad black?
started playing again.
My dad just started playing again. He's hanging up in high sec at the
Did
moment.
you ask if his dad is black? Am I the only person who heard that?
Probably
Yeah.
because I didn't hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, he's not.
That wasn't the words.
Eve
Yeah, but
Online.
we fucking concluded as much.
So your
Too good
dad's
video.
Your
gonna.
dad's gonna be in Goons Form.
My old pupper's name.
I don't know. Maybe my dad will return to nullsec. I don't know. My dad's been playing since like 2005 or 2006, I think, and he's had his fair share of nullsec adventures. He's been everywhere.
Is
I think
that
he
you
said
conceived during a
the only region my dad has not lived out of was the Drone Lands. He's lived in every other region at least one time in his Eve career.
Hey,
Have you
since
ever
his
walked
dad
in-
hasn't lived in Dronelands, can we go take it?
You ever
And
walked
then
in on
he'll
your
join
mother
up
and father
just
both
for the
playing
sake of
Eve?
it.
Oh my god! I bet your mom plays the Empress, and your dad is her.
My mother has never touched
Percep-
Eve.
No, she doesn't touch Eve. She just touches the club that she bludgeons your father into submission with.
No, but for realsy, Jay, we're after we destroy Test and make them grovel at our feet. Can we take the Dronelands next, or
No, the fucking Drumlands suck.
I get to decide that sort of thing.
If
I
we're
feel
going,
like you get to be in those meetings though.
if we're going for nostalgia, we need to take Cobalt Edge.
Koa
Actually,
Edge,
Or
terrible.
work our way down towards Curse, because there's always tryhards to shit on in Curse.
Being curse.
Cool region, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
and
out
it's
to the
already on
olden
there.
days.
Remember when?
Carry all BPCs and missions. Oof.
Stain Alliance is greater than Cursed Alliance. Get wrecked, nerds.
Y'all remember when Delve was fucking not red, don't shoot? Oh my god, them's was the days. They weren't good ones, it was just a memory.
I got a question for Mad Cows. Mad Cows, who is your arch enemy in
7.
EU?
AAA.
Yeah!
Aren't they our allies right now?
AAA can burn in hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what, Mad Cows? If through all your effort you don't get them to burn in hell, you can just do what them and their best buddies do, and you can try again.
Syndic, someone in chat wants us to mention that. Did you know that there is a name system in Syndicate?
What's it called, Mifune? Shut the fuck up. Nobody in chat fucking say it. What's it called, Mifune? What's the name system in Syndicate?
I actually do not know.
Oh my god, it's
Isn't it
Poitot. What is present in
Grounded. Go to
Poitot?
your room.
You're
What's-
fired.
What's
He's
present
already in his
Poitot?
room.
Yeah,
Get outta here.
Mifune, were you also aware that the Pegasus constellation has concentrations of valuable gas?
I did.
Concentrations of valuable gas.
Everybody who fucking lived in Syndicate knew that shit. And I think that's the only constellation-based bullshit pop-up I've ever seen in Eve. And I've done around the world multiple times.
I
And
used to link that in
that's the
Alliance every
only
time I went
way-
through.
Dude, I had a notepad, in the olden days, in the fucking in-game notepad, I had a folder called just spams, and it was just shit to spam in local, and that was definitely one of the top 5. It was the Pegasus constellation, or just any kind of ASCII, dick butts or whatever.
We have
That's
a
ASCII.
Israd Bong we link in local.
A what?
An Israd Bong we link in local.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen that one.
My favorite
Goes out
thing.
to everyone. What's the most important real life thing that you've blown off to play Eve?
Work.
Ooh.
Like a wedding, a funeral, bar mitzvah.
Getting a degree, I guess.
A christening.
Same. I'm with you on that one, Jay. I didn't consider the fucking long play there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever. I mean, work or like a go to hang out with friends where like I clearly would have gotten laid if I had gone and decided to play Eve instead. Like one of the
You
two.
gave up getting laid
Yes.
to
Play
play
Eve.
Eve
Yeah, I've done
online.
that a couple times.
Yeah, dude.
Multiple
And
times.
here Elo is leaving in the middle of fleets to go bang chicks while he's trying to lead a fleet. It comes back 20 minutes later. It's like, oh, you guys are still out.
You mean Elo Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
done
because he's a fucking dumb spur lord.
I had people like asleep in the bed next to me, and I'm like, hey, I need to get up and do something real quick. And I just get up and sit there playing Eve while they're asleep.
I can
Yeah, sorry.
vouch for that 100%. I have heard that happen more than once.
Yeah.
Like, Jay, why are you being so fucking quiet? Like, oh, I was trying to come up with a generic UK name, and then I remembered they're the fucking same because we're all just white people. But like, Brittany's in the bed behind me.
Jeeves would be good.
Never mind.
It'd be really
Roderick.
funny if you were like, John Hartley's behind me.
Oh, dude, if John Harley was behind me, I would fucking donkey kick him in the nuts.
Thanks to COVID now, we don't have to worry about that because we can't sin. We have to remain celibate.
That's not what that I don't think that was the directive. It just said you couldn't have orgies greater than 5, right?
During the
one of
battle
the-
in FWST, I skipped a review day for my final, and then but I don't know if that really counts as like, oh, like look at me, I'm a badass. I skipped school to play Eve, but like still aced the final.
Honestly, I had skipped so many classes to play Eve at that point. I didn't even know what fucking day the review day was even on.
Yeah, no. I've just only taken time off of work, but not in the middle of the battle because all these big battles have been happening while I'm working from home. So I just like
dude,
depending upon what's going on, I might
worked
set the character up and then like it's either just waiting around for 3 hours while like somebody gets their dick out of their ass.
So
And then we fight.
I've told my boss at Wendy because like every time something happened, right, I was at work. So one night, I think it was during the breakout attempt where all the dreads died and whatnot. I was at work and I had like 2 hours left.
Yeah, and you were
until we
fucking
closed.
spamming me on Discord, like what's going on?
Well, yeah, because I had no idea what the hell was going on because no one was responding. And I go up to my boss and I just casually go and I'm like, "Yo, can I go home really?" And he's like, "Why do you need to go home really?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know that like space game I play?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, like shit's going down in that game right now, and there's like a lot of things at stake here." And he's
I
like,
never met people who play this game.
and he's like, yeah, no, you're not going home really. I was like, God damn it.
You just said that someone died and you've been able to let you go home.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's
just-
any number of ways you could
just-
prepare for this. Or, I mean, you could gag yourself.
Or just say your dog
Yeah.
like got left outside with like
No, just
a
puke.
live wire or something.
No, knowing
just
my
puke a little
Wendy's
bit.
So your
boss,
cat's on fire.
Yeah.
Just puke a little bit in front of customers. Like, they won't keep you there after that.
Hand in the deep fryer.
Oh, no.
that's a one-way trip to the hospital and not a one-way trip home.
However, they do have Wi-Fi in hospitals, Mifune. You could have been there.
I keep hearing noises behind me like someone's breaking in, but it's just my dog fumbling.
Yeah,
around.
I installed a lock on my door. Like I live with my parents still. I put a lock on my door recently.
There was a day that we didn't
because-
close the gate to our house, and some guy pulled into my driveway, and I was like looking out the window, like, how the fuck did this guy get in my driveway through the gate?
I wear closed back headphones. So it's hard to hear when people come into my room. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have my. Yeah, it annoys my
Oh, we got
parents
another
that
one.
It annoys my parents that I always have my door locked, but it's like, yeah, but that's because, like, when it's locked, I can actually feel the pressure, like, through that. Like, I can't hear anything, but when you open it, I can feel the actual, like, pressure change in the room and know someone's behind me. Because
We got another police chase.
the last one kind of let me down. Oh, what ethnicity did that come out to be?
God, check.
What?
What ethnicity did that last?
No idea.
Sex is the guy that has the app on his phone, and he lets everybody know in Theta.
Yeah, he just like sends it out to everybody, but he links me for some reason. But whatever.
Oh, dude, I finally got my antennas back. Actually, is it LA again?
It's Burbank.
Yeah. If
Oh,
it wasn't
sounds like
yes.
if it wasn't California, I could potentially get the scanner traffic, but that's too far. If anything's happening like in Atlanta,
Currently driving through a truck parking lot
Yeah.
For-
Whoa. Wait.
for some reason.
It's
So
a
what's
bad
this guy
idea.
running
Hi-
for?
He
It's a
just
bad-
parked.
Stolen
Aw.
car?
He gave up. Damn.
Oh, they gave up already? What? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Most
Yeah,
people give up early because they don't expect to get that far.
Dude,
Are
the
they
one
gonna
the
tase
other night was fucking insane.
Oh
Jack.
yeah.
I
shit!
can't
Now they're
believe
fighting.
Brutality, police brutality.
Oh, my
shit,
favorite
they
my
just
favorite
sacked
part
him.
was
Hold on,
on the
they-
news channel on the one the other night that went on for like fucking 6 hours. For like a solid hour early on until it became super obvious that he was like a cholo. Every time he would slow down, there was like
Can't say cholo. God damn it, Syndic.
like
What if
he was
is?
a Hispanic man living in Southern California who wore a baggy white t-shirt, jean shorts, tall white socks, and fucking Converses. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
And also was involved in a criminal enterprise with other people who dressed it similarly, if not the same, and were of the same ethnicity.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry, I'll make sure I run it all out next time. But yeah, there were. Well, actually, you know what? If saying that fucking cholo set you off, I'm not even going to finish that sentence because it was all downhill from there.
Speaking of other streams, what Twitch streams do you guys watch? Be it Eve related or not Eve related.
I absolutely
watch Twitch.
only watch
Anton,
Twitch stuff.
Anton over Escape from Tarkov. The man's a meme lord, and his
Yeah.
chat's toxic as hell. I love it.
Yeah, I
I
go
don't
and
really watch Twitch streams.
I go and shit up Durherder's Twitch stream every now and then. Which also, by the way, he's online right now, so when we finish with this show, I want everyone in chat to roll over there with me and let's go bomb his chat and blow it up with racial epithets and the like.
Do that. I watch. I've been. Oh, sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
I don't really listen to audiobooks or podcasts when I'm not busy with things.
I fucking love podcasts. Like at least it doesn't have to be something necessarily like useful day to day, but like just turning one on the background when you're doing other shit. Like you look back on it, and you're like, "Well, I actually did learn something during that time." Like,
So there's a podcast that the first season finished a little bit ago, and I'm waiting for like the second season. But it's kind of like a TV show and a podcast type thing, right? And it's off of a creepypasta. If y'all remember those from like 2010, it's called Baraska, and the whole podcast is narrated by Cole Sprouse. And it's really fucking good. Like, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's Cole Sprouse for those of us that aren't children.
I like how Mifune is like, yeah, this happened back in 2010, when I was 8 years old.
I mean, I used to love creepy shit like that. Like, I'd go to and look on like SCP.
What year was it 10 years ago for you?
But he would have been 9.
Yeah, I would have been.
No, but like what year do you think it was? Like when someone says 10 years ago, I'm like, oh, like early 2000s.
I think of 02. Yeah, I think of like Backstreet Boys, Razor flip phones.
Y2K.
No, dude, it was all about the sidekick phones.
It was. You're right. So, like you either had a sidekick or the Crazer. But the Crazer was bullshit. The Crazer was they were just like, oh, people don't like vowels, and then they put out a shitty phone with the same lack of
It was
vowels.
freaking sidekicks and like BlackBerry torches.
I wasn't cool enough for any. I got like the keyboard phone like 3 years after they first came out. So mine was nice and small, but it was like at that point touchscreens started coming in, and it took a while. Eventually, when I finally bought my own fucking phone, finally caught up with the rest of y'all.
Was it a Motorola Kibo?
No, it was like some free. It's like the free or cheap phone you got from Sprint. That you had like 3 options to choose from, and one was like a regular phone.
To redo my phone contract at some point.
My dad had the standard issue flip phone for 8 years, and we finally made him turn it in. All the finishing had worn off of it and everything.
You have a good choice of providers in the UK, Jay?
We have like 2 or 3 big ones, and they're pretty good. Yeah, it's not as monopolized as the US, I don't think.
So we only have 5 minutes, and I'm sure Madcows has to go. So
wait, did we get fucking thrown off the air at 10 p.m.? Who's on after us? Fuck them.
Well, people have things to do. I got PI to set up too.
Yeah, Mifune doesn't. We only need
in the morning. What else could
I've
you
got
be doing
dinner
right
to
now?
cook, my guy. I still haven't had dinner tonight.
All right, yeah, but you can still just fucking leave your computer as it sits now and go.
No,
See,
not
the
again.
last time I did that, the stream went on for like an extra 4 to 5 hours.
Jay, I got a question for you.
And who fucking cared?
Everybody.
Jay, do you how do you eat your candy canes?
Ooh, that's a new question.
Canes?
Do you suck on them all the way down to like the hook part, or do you break them off and suck them in your mouth?
I'll normally
Suck it
break.
down the hook.
I'm quite a fan of breaking and sucking off. Like, you know, with
yeah,
like
me too.
lollipops, I'll like pull the straw out or let the stick out and just suck.
Oh,
I don't like holding things in my hands. I'd rather just
Yeah.
suck on it. I know this is like full of innuendos and everything, but yeah.
but I'm almost there though.
Hey,
So much
hey
for-
Jay,
we did not
Jay, I
have
have
a
a
professional
question.
episode. Go ahead.
Would you ever consider eating a peanut butter and onion sandwich?
I'm allergic to peanuts and walnuts actually, so no.
Yeah.
You're allergic to all nuts?
Yes.
Ah, hear that? He's a
How can
giver,
we
not a
be,
taker.
I haven't heard that joke before, Dawn.
How can we be gay for Jay?
Just because you've heard it once before doesn't mean it's not funny. Or that whatever. Figure out the negatives in there.
All right,
Let's
so
see.
final thoughts for tonight.
Yeah. Well, final
So,
thoughts it up.
I'm gay.
So that's Syndic's final thought. Ryak, what about you?
What was the question?
What
Final
thoughts?
So just anything that you want to end on.
Don't make a fucking narrative. Come on, off the cuff.
I still need a wyvern, so
God.
we'll see what happens.
Oh, mine got destroyed.
What about you, Mad Cows?
As always, Volta sucks a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy Penis Smash, keep me in this game.
Preach.
And if you're looking to join elite corporation where you have to use your brain,
AMOC is recruiting.
Israel is recruiting.
Israel. I agree with Ezra. I'd rather you join Israel than Amok.
I don't know. Grat's cool. Girl's cool. When he's not being
Mifune.
a bitch.
Trying to start some shit.
No.
Yeah. Jay,
Jay?
and your final thoughts, sir?
I don't really have any final thoughts. Is this like a shout out section? Is this what it is?
This is
Hey,
if
pretty much.
you have a final thing that you want to say and the
Mhm.
show on, a shout out, self gratification, anything like that.
Theta stops his recruiting, joining the Pwn Zone in game. And we will accept about 60% of all the test people that apply.
Ooh. So, test members, if you are looking to escape the horrible torture that is PGL's town hall meetings, J Amazingness will consider you.
Oh,
Dude, I want
this might-
important test members though. Like I want I want their name brand shit, not the Dollar Tree members.
This
So you
might
don't
sound
want Reddit.
racist, but if you are Indian, talk to Peanut Smash. We are the premier Indian corporation in EVE.
The
Matt
number one
Cass-
Indian corporation, actually, in EVE Online. It's satisfied by CCP.
How many of there are?
Is that, wait. Is that?
They're like 4?
Did you just make that up?
No, we are.
Not you, Matt. Like Jay, did CCP actually fucking say that?
It's not officially certified, right? Yet, but I'm sure it will be at some point. When the game gets Indian localization, then they'll be pushing. There'll be like Israel banners on like the in-game ads.
Yeah. They'll replace the CCP banners or the CCP billboards with Israel billboards and.
So, Greg, your final thoughts?
I'd like to give shout outs to INN's other premier shows. Or their
Which ones?
Shows. Oh, the
Which
Meta
one?
Show on Saturday at what time?
Not the one I'm going. Not
Yeah,
anyone that I'm going to be on Twitch.tv.
And Push to Talk and Open Comms. And there's
No, Open Comms is not INN.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's right. They
You
went
can
over
still
to
shut them out though. Don't be.
Not when they got banned.
I found a candy cane in my drawer, gals, and I'm sucking on it right now.
Me too, Dave. Me too.
God.
Open
Found
Comms
one
got
under,
banned. So.
I'd like to edit my final thought to I'm coming.
Okay.
Dawn, your final thoughts.
My final thought is Theta is always recruiting and we are doing stuff. So if you want to join in on the fun and not be a lazy fuck, please join Theta. We are doing our own thing. You know, we'll get there someday. And then I want to thank everyone for joining us today and having a good time. And hopefully we can have some more fun in the future weeks.
Oh. Sorry. Are you ready to do your sign off? Are you done with your final thoughts?
It would be Mifune's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You go.
What? Remember, we really should, Durher is still online. We really should bomb his stream after this.
You'll have to talk to Mifune about that.
I can't do any of that. That's all life shifter stuff.
Oh my god! All right, everybody in chat.
So anyway, my final thought. Fuck test as always. My birthday is next Saturday, my 20th birthday, so that'll be exciting. So that's always fun. I'll probably do something with Theta or whatever. We might do a little bit of a room one night next week for that. But I hope everyone has a fantastic night. And I hope you have an absolute wonderful weekend this weekend.
Twitch.tv/Durher. Let's go fuck it up. Come on.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Matt.
Let's go.
For coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Close it out.